The key to nature's therapy is feeling like a tiny part of it, not master over it. There's amazing pride in seeing a bee land on a flower you planted, but that's not your act of creation, it's your act of joining in. Life is full of beauty. Notice it. Notice the bumblebee, the small child, and the smiling faces. Smell the rain and feel the wind. Live your life to the fullest potential and fight for your dreams. Handle a book as a bee does a flower. Extract its sweetness, but do not damage it. Be like the honeybee, who gathers only nectar wherever it goes. Seek the goodness that is found in everyone. A honeybee visits 2 million flowers to collect just 500 milligrams of honey. Compare with your work. If you ever feel overworked, keep going. Books are the bees which carry the quickening pollen from one to another's mind. Hope is the only bee that makes honey without flowers. Gracious words are a honeycomb, sweet to the soul and healing to the bones. There is a number among us, young and old, of all sorts almost among us, that swarm up and down towns, and woods, and fields, whose care and work hitherto hath been like bees, only to get honey to their own hive. Beyond individual intelligency, nature has also cultivated intelligency through swarms. For example, bees, birds, and fish act in a more intelligent way when acting together as a swarm, flock, or school. It's not so much how busy you are, but why you are busy. The bee is praised, the mosquito is swatted. For bees, the flower is the fountain of life. For flowers, the bee is the messenger of love. Aerodynamically, the bumblebee shouldn't be able to fly, but the bumblebee doesn't know it, so it goes on flying anyway. A multitude of bees can tell the time of day, calculate the geometry of the sun's position, argue about the best location for the next swarm. Bees do a lot of close observing of other bees. Maybe they know what follows stinging and do it anyway. Bees do have a smell, you know, and if they don't, they should, for their feet are dusted with spices from a million flowers. The hum of bees is the voice of the garden. When you go in search of honey, you must expect to be stung by bees. Strictly speaking, one never keeps bees. One comes to terms with their wild nature. There are certain pursuits which, if not wholly poetic and true, do at least suggest a nobler and finer relation to nature than we know, the keeping of bees, for instance. The flower doesn't dream of the bee. It blossoms and the bee comes. The keeping of bees is like the direction of sunbeams. To make a prairie, it takes a clover and one bee, one clover and a bee, and reverie. The reverie alone will do if bees are few. That which is not good for the beehive cannot be good for bees. The reason that fish form schools, birds form flocks, and bees form swarms is that they are smarter together than they would be apart. They don't take a vote. They don't take a poll. They form a system. They are all interactive and make a decision together in real time. The common bees will never use their stinger upon the queen. If she is to be disposed of, they starve her to death, and the queen herself will sting nothing but royalty, nothing but a rival queen.